What's going on? It's Ed here from Junk Marketing Team, and I'm here with Jake Still from Junk Rescue.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show. So give me a little bit of background on your history in the business, when you got started, revenue numbers, or number of trucks, number of employees. Just give me a little bit of background about Junk Rescue.
Okay. So I actually worked in this space in college.
Okay.
The guys, one of you got junk in college hunks in college, but primarily as a laborer. And then, I was going to Westchester University for marketing.
Yep.
And upon graduation, I talked to the boss and I was like, hey, I got to, figure out what I want to do with my life. And I didn't have a really career set path. In the meantime, so he was like, why don't you do a little bit more sales and marketing for me? That's your background, right?
Okay.
So I stayed this summer. I got to learn a little bit more details into the scope of the business beyond labor. And as well as I was doing sales and marketing, but it was a small franchise. So I was also doing everything.
Yep.
And including hiring and staffing, running routes, all that kind of stuff. So I understood a little bit more. But I had friends that actually worked in the medical space. So I went and chased that money, and I went into medical device sales. So I sold aesthetic lasers to dermatologists and plastic surgeons. I did that for 2 years. During my first year of it, me and my partner now, my brother-in-law, were on our way to Yankees game. And he was asking me, are you happy? And I was like, no. And he said, what do you want to do? And I was like, I always want to be an entrepreneur and own my own business. He said, what would you do? And I was like, I really liked the junk model space before. I liked the margins. It was cool finding stuff. But I really just like being a white collar guy in a blue collar space. I really liked what those companies we're doing in bringing out the brand marketing, which is also my background in marketing, as well as just that fresh feel in the service industry. But then it's questions of what's stopping me? Well, capital, money, where to start. And really the biggest thing is just the fear of failure, right? The fear of the unknown.
Yep.
So about 2 weeks later, we're in a shore house, and he's like, congrats, we're like business owners. We're like, what? He's like, I just signed this up for an LLP. And yeah, he called it South Jersey Junk Removal at the time. And I was like, I still have my job. Like, I don't even want to go business with you right now. And nothing against him personally, it's just not what I wanted to do. Well, it just so happens, he's like, relax, it takes a year to get your license in New Jersey. A year came by and they dissolved my division, the medical sales. And I was like, and it just so happened that the license was approved. So I was like, do I stay in the medical space or do I, become a trash man? And I did the sensible thing and I became a trash man. So, it took, we decided the one thing, if we were going to go into it, we're going to go all in or all out.
Okay.
And, again, commit to it completely. We did. 3 months in August of 2016, we did our first job. But even by January of 2021, we only had like $60,000 in revenues, like not much. Primarily because we had no working capital when we started it. We were standard junk guys just doing it in one box truck. And then at that point, we had enough proof of concept. We're like, all right, we can take out a little bit of investment. So we did that. He took out against his 401k, gave us enough money to buy a dump truck. And from there, once we discovered actually what you can do with working capital and working a little bit smarter, we were able to continue to expand to where we are in 2020 now with 10 dump trucks. I think we have 45 dumpsters. We just got a new shipment in. 45 rental containers, 7 junk removal containers that stay with some of our junk trucks, and then 35 employees. And just servicing at one location currently, and we're in the process of franchising and opening up additional locations as well.
Nice. That's awesome. So 35 employees, how many of those are field labor versus in-house?
So including some of our part-time, we like to try to have 17 guys, 18, 20 guys, 17, 18 like full-time every day.
Okay.
And then some are part-time coming here on the weekends, especially because it's a minimum 6 days a week business, some days 7. We're and also looking into like, how do we get night shifts, right? How do we use more of our resources at night when they're not making us money?
Sure.
So we're looking to expand that as well, trying to figure out how we can capitalize our assets that we have.
Gotcha.
And then we also have a box truck and 2 pickup trucks as well.
Got it. And the pickup trucks, do they actually do junk, or are they more project manager style?
Manager, but also it's just again, utility vehicle to have, so it's good for sales estimates, but it's also good. You need to go run and pick something up real quick.
Yep.
Deliver tools to a job, whatever it may be. So it's really just utility, whatever we need for that time.
Got it. Got it. So
do jobs, but we don't think it's good for the image to not be as consistent.